Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he's brought down at the 28. That's where the drive will start. In his quarterback's career, there's been a mix of mistakes, but also stepping up in some big moments when needed.
Chris, this guy doesn't necessarily have the flashy skill set, but he's very consistent with what he does within this offensive structure. And the defense better be careful, because whether it's his legs or his arm, he can make you pay.
Caught over the middle. It's Armstrong. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. He'll hand it off. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway at the 26-yard line is huge. The offense now has great field position to start the drive. Looking to pass. It's Watson. It's a quick grab. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
That completion makes it second and short. Here's the handoff. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
They move the ball into good position, but now it's third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for the wide out. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So they're short on fourth down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team, trying to knock it through from 44 yards away. The field goal is good. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the offense, hoping to get a drive going. First down, looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Campbell. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Got the first down and still motoring. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. Softball brought down after a nice run.
Boy, this defense seems to be confused. That's back-to-back big carries for first downs. They better get it together, or this could be an easy drive for this offense.
The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. Keeping it on the ground here. Watch the spin move.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Takes the handoff. It's Armstrong. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
First down here for this offense. Quarterback's got it on the option. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Boy, they go with the quarterback option here, and the play just didn't seem to feel like it had much of a chance. The execution just off. You got to either keep that or pitch it. He was a little bit hesitant and allowed the defense to get to him.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And the quarterback keeps it here. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Bringing pressure. That pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
They'll kick it away here. And he punts it out of bounds, so no return. Offense ready to start this drive. Back to pass. It's Watson. Caught over the middle. It's Durham. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
Breaks free. Picks up the first, looking for more. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against a pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And they'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
That is 2 consecutive runs for first downs. Give credit to the offensive line and this back really getting into a rhythm, and they got this defense on its heels.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Ball handed off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4. Handed off. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Now it's 3rd and short in the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Now here's the toss play. That gain moves the ball to the 17. 1st down.
Well, this is a great toss play for the 1st down. One of the things I love about this play is you get the ball to the back's hands. Now you allow him to see the defense, kind of stretch the defense out, and then get north and south and pick up a 1st down.
This is the 6th play on the drive. And here's the handoff. Spinning out of the 10, refusing to be stopped on this play. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
1st and goal, handoff. And he will be stuffed for no gain. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. No gain on 1st makes it 2nd down and goal from the 7. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they get stopped here on 2nd down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. He's got it right near the end zone.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Handles the tricky footing, and the PAT is good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Here comes a handoff. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held them just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Handoff on a single back formation. Past the 30. Tackle made after a big gain.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. And there's the handoff. Defense will make the stop of what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. So far, this has been a battle on the ground. They've completed the first quarter, and their run game has dominated. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the second quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. They call the counter run here. 6-yard gain sets up the 3rd and 4.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Grab down the middle against Campbell. That play will move the sticks. Set him up first down at the 42.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
This offense trying to get going has put together a positive drive here in the second quarter. Off the play fake on first down. Hit just as he throws the ball.
I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
There's the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Here we go, 3rd and short on the 7th play of this drive. Play action fake, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, the offense tries to go with the play action to slow this defense down, but they weren't buying it. They applied the pressure and came up with the sack.
And the punt team now on to kick it away. He's on to boot it away now. And the ball rolls dead.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So 1st and 10, that's a costly mistake by the defense on 4th down. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
He's tackled at the 22. Brings up 2nd down.
The offense going very heavy, bringing in more blockers. Oh, what a move. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The offense threatening, close to the goal line with a new set of downs. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
That's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
Well, you lose the battle at the line of scrimmage here on second down to bring up this third down. Now, as a play caller, you really got to be thinking about pass pro and giving this quarterback a chance to throw the football to get this into the end zone.
Game sets up a third down and goal from the 6. Caught near the goal line. The defense stops him just short of the end zone. Spotted at the 1.
That's a good job by this offense getting positive yards here on this third and goal, but now they're facing fourth and goal. Big decision on whether or not to settle for the field goal to at least get some points or roll the dice and try to get this ball into the end zone on fourth down.
There's the snap. They'll set up to throw.
Sometimes you just have to feel sorry for the defense. You've got everything covered. The backs, the receivers, everybody's accounted for. And here comes the tight end slipping out and taking a short pass to the end zone. Great play design by the offensive coordinator to give the big guy a touch and get him into the end zone.
Here's the point after attempt.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return begins inside the 10. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Offense comes out to start this drive. Back to pass. It's Watson. Hunt over the middle. It's Miles. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Completion makes it second down. And now the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and to keep him short of the first down.
Sets up a critical third down play. Trying to pick up the yardage with the jet sweep. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now fourth down.
Yeah, they get a little tricky here with the jet sweep, and it almost pays off. But the defense does a good job there of recognizing where the ball carrier was and making sure he's not going to get to that marker.
One team ready to boot it away. Looking to flip the field here. Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. Offense back out there trying to get something going. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. He shreds the tackle.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back's got it again. The defense swarms him in the backfield. He had nowhere to run, loses 2 yards.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
An important third down attempt for this offense. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this fourth down situation.
The punt team making their way on the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Offense makes its way on the field to get the drive started. Scanning the field. It's Watson. And the sophomore, a little bit too much air under that throw. Receivers are bunched together. Toss play to the outside. Going absolutely nowhere. We're a loss on the play.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there and the team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
They just felt that one coming. 3rd down and long. Those defensive linemen are in that sprinter stance. They know the offense is going to have to throw. Great job of using that athletic ability and speed to get after the quarterback to come up with that sack.
Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And their fair catch is made, a smart decision in rainy conditions like this. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Grab down the middle. It's Sellers.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Back behind the quarterback, aligned in the pistol. And the running back takes the handoff. He's past the marker and still going. And they bring him down, but not before he reaches a 38. First down from there.
Well, anytime I'm evaluating running backs, it's not just about speed and size and what he brings to the team. It's also about his toughness. Yards after the contact. What kind of balance does he have? How about that run right there? You can bet his teammates and his coaches are very proud of that effort. What a heck of a run there for a nice gain.
He'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
This defense reminds me of a group that just is all about preparation. They are completely dialed in on this play. Yeah, they give up the completion, but how about that? Nowhere to go after the catch.
2nd down play coming up. Caught over the middle. It's Sellers. He stopped just short of that 1st down marker, inches away from it.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
They convert on 3rd down and move the football to the 25. A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the 1st down.
Defense is coming after him. He gets loose. Solid gain on the play there, wiped out by the penalty flag. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Grab behind the line. It's Booker. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. And how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the D.
Pass caught, but not good for first down yardage. Offense looking to punt now. And he's out of bounds here on the return. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Looking to throw. It's Watson. Sophomore trying to make a play, but put too much on the throw. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Durham. Defense shoves it out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
And the single back takes the handoff. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. We're down now. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Fellas, one thing we can always count on is a great atmosphere in West Point. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this 3rd quarter.
All right, let's get the 2nd half going now. The kickoff team is out there. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The offense makes its way onto the field, hoping for a successful drive. And they'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this 2nd half started.
And then 1st down, right back to the running game. Gets the first and still running. And just like that, in one play, they moved into scoring position at the 23. Well, they finally corral him, but he was untouched at the line of scrimmage. Kirk just burst through a big crease.
I'm going crazy on my defense. Like you said, this guy was untouched. I don't know how they were able to finally catch up to him and bring him down, but there's no excuses at all from the defense after a play like that.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Has a path to the end zone.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield. That's why he got that ball to the end zone.
Now the try here for the extra point. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And out comes the offense set to take over here. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Fighting off the defender. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Second down after that previous play. He'll hand it off. He's got room to run. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. Now, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction. And a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays. And this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a first down.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. It's a quarterback keeper. Has the first down and more.
And I love to watch the execution of this option play. Right now, the defense has no idea if this quarterback's going to pull it or if he's going to give it. Here he pulls it himself, finds yards, and comes up with a touchdown.
Now the important point after attempt. PHC is good, but is still trailed though. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. And the offense trots back out on the field again. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Scanning the field. It's Watson. There's a screen pass to the running back. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Boy, just a great job here by this defense, sniffing out the screen. They were not fooled at all. He caught that ball. He had nowhere to go, and it's a loss of yardage.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs. It also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
They bring the punter onto the field now. And a fair catch called for a prudent play in rainy conditions like this. Offense makes its way on the field, ready to start the drive. They'll hand it off. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Give it to the back again. As the first down is still going. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Solid run, good for first down yardage. On the run, it's Armstrong. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Offside. Defense.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. Well, we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
Receiver makes the catch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Offense goes to the pistol formation now. And they'll use the ground game here. And the tackle is made, but let's check out what this flag is about.
Hold.
Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Incomplete. Very lucky to avoid an interception there.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. It's an out route. The catch made.
Well, this is a great catch. He does a nice job of getting his feet down to set up a fourth down and short situation. But, man, I just don't know why he didn't try to fight to get to that marker and pick up a first down.
So a field goal attempt coming up now. He knocks it through with confidence. And that will tie the game here.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the offense back out on the field now. They'll run it here. And he's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Offense looking to convert on third and short from the 27. Can they pick up the first on the ground? They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches to go. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. And they've got the returner corralled. Offense on the field to take over. On first down, it's play action. Grab down the middle. It's Armstrong. And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play.
Hold.
So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. They're going to run it. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. Now the offense faces 3rd and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? Takes the handoff again. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now.
By the running back. Brought down at the 33-yard line. Offense facing 4th down.
And here comes the punter onto the field.
On to punt it away.
Returner decides to fair catch this. Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 31. Looking to pass. It's Watson. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Hold.
That one hurts. Backs him up 10 yards. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Short throw complete to the tight end. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the 3rd quarter of play. Let's check out this running back comparison. These guys have been excellent, pounding away and seemingly only getting stronger. Let's see how this 4th quarter unfolds. Everything to play for here for both teams. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down. Team now on to kick it away. On to kick now for the 5th time tonight. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Offense makes their way on the field. The back's got it. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time. Well, they feature the fullback as a receiver there, Kirk, but the defense was not fooled. They're all over him.
I like the idea of trying to change it up and get the ball to the fullback because he doesn't get his hands on it very often. But as you said, the defense all over that, not fooled at all, and the result is a loss of yardage.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Quick throw to his receiver. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
We'll see if he can make a play on this return. The returner is brought down. Gets you started with the next drive. Here comes the offense looking to start the drive. Looking to throw. It's Watson. And the sophomore a little bit too much air under that throw. At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. He's got the first and still going. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
Offense comes up on 1st down in 13 personnel. This can create some problems for a defense. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Jukes to get past it. Breaking ankles out there. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a 1st down.
Handoff heading left. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. When they don't block the defensive end, it shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Quick completion to the tight end. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
The offense with 3 tight ends now on 1st down, trying to create a mismatch. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Now it's 2nd down here. Dropping back. It's Watson. Grabbed by the receiver. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a 1st down.
Completion good for 1st down yardage for this offense. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Nowhere to run up the middle.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Oh, and it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Normally for this offense down in the red zone, they love to go to the tight end, and they try to go to him, and he drops the ball. If I'm the offense coordinator, I might think about trying to give him another shot.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long. The defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
So on fourth down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. He got it. The field goal's good.
Well, you talk about a clutch kick. Good job by the snapper and the holder. The kicker gives them the lead. But remember, this one is certainly a long way from being over here in the fourth.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Return begins inside the 10. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the offense trots back onto the field here. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Important second down play coming up. A play action, looking to throw. Catch made by the tight end. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
And I think the quarterback here forces the ball because it's third down. But he's got to be careful having the ball on his own side of the field. That ball was almost picked off.
Punt team ready to boot it away.
On to punt it away.
And he takes it at the 40. Coverage team brings down the returner. Offense drops out onto the field, looking to start a drive here. Pounding away with the run game. Great cut there.
Well, this is where you really rely on your offensive line. Late in the game, you got the lead. You got to run the football. They know you're going to run the football. Get behind that big offensive line, run that running back, make sure he protects the football. You got a great chance at a victory.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run it here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down and the crowd really getting into it. Gives it to the back. That's big. They convert on third and set him up first down from the 32. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. Looking downfield, it's Watson. Lets it go quickly. Makes the catch and gets his foot down. What a play. Good for a first down.
Well, it's hard to be in man coverage when the quarterback has this kind of time to be able to navigate and find the open man. He finds his receiver pulling away from that defender, makes a nice throw and a first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. Trying to find some room. It's Clark. And they'll stop him after a short gain. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And the tailback's got it again. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Smart play to keep it on the ground to try to keep that clock moving. But there's still a lot of work here on 3rd down for this offense with the lead. Face it, you got one of the best quarterbacks in the country. Put the ball in his hands, let him work his magic.
The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, so here comes the offense back on the field again. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Short pass finds the tight end. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
The final 2 minutes here. This defense trying to hang on. The offense trying to make a play to win it. Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. Hands it off on the counter. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Boy, nice job by this defense being able to diagnose the counter play. You know, when you run that counter, you're hoping the illusion of the offense going one way and then coming back the other, that the defense buys into it. But they didn't buy it at all here, and they come up with a nice loss.
3rd down play here out of the shotgun. The pocket breaking down. The receiver grabs it. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they get to completion, but they don't come up with a 1st down. Probably had 2 plays called in the huddle, so now they've got to get to the line of scrimmage, get set, and run their 4th down play.
6-point game. The offense is out there trying to convert on this 4th down. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. The pass is incomplete. That's a big stop for this defense on 4th down. Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here.